All right, so I was actually just messing around with these Ikea Lego set pieces after the review. This is the set that I just reviewed. And I was just messing around building some things, and I figured, why not just record this and, see what happens? Maybe I'll do something called Free Build Friday. That's got a ring to it. I could live stream it or something. I make no promises, but it seems like a thing I could do. So I was getting together this little garden here. And so in my review, I'd mentioned that I didn't think this set was necessarily worth it from a value perspective. But that's not to say that you can't build anything out of it. I mean, as a first Lego set, I think this is an excellent introduction. So maybe I'll kind of amend my verdict in that regard, that if this is kind of one of your first Lego sets as a child, you would probably have a blast with this. Because it does have a good variety of things. But if you're just an avid collector, this really isn't going to add a lot of value to your collection. So there's that. I got this picnic table here. And then I've got a little garden here. I was working on another sort of picnic table. I was thinking of maybe, I don't know, making a kind of a facade of a house or something. So maybe we can do that. Let's set up our door here. Our planter outside. And this table might make more sense inside. We can put this one outside. Have this be our outdoor table. What about walls and windows? Walls and windows. Let's build some of those. And it's a Lego house. It doesn't have to be realistic. That's the whole point of Lego. It doesn't have to be real. It doesn't have to follow actual physics. It can just be. So some windows. All right. Maybe this is where I can use this right here. Yeah, that works. Let's see what else we've got here. So I really want to make a, what do I want to make? I want to make a, do I have enough to make a stove? Is the question. Could I make a stove? I thought I had enough of these, but maybe I don't. I might only have 2 of these. We might have an odd looking stove. Close enough. So we'll do that. We'll make this the kitchen. Yeah, what if let's do that. Can make a fridge here. That kind of works. It's not really going to hold anything, but what if, okay, yeah, we can do this. This should work. And have this be the sink. And what about we could do a pantry next. Let's have a pantry here. And we can make this a counter. Make this kind of like a counter, I guess. This is an oddly colored kitchen, but gotta work with what you got. Don't think I like how that fridge turned out, so let's revise it. Let's stack up some cans or whatnot. We could have, okay, that's what we can do. We can make the stove smaller. We can make the stove be like a two burner stove. Something like that. I'm not really sure where I was going with that. There, that works. Put the pan on there. There's that. Okay, so we got our kitchen. We got our excessively large table. What else? What else? What about a mailbox? Could we do a mailbox? Might have enough to do a mailbox or something. So there's kind of a mailbox, not the greatest mailbox. No, I don't like it. Maybe just that? Is that better? I'm talking as if someone's right here giving me feedback. That's silly. Silly. All right, these can be chairs, maybe. Let's have these be, we can have these be bar stools for this over here. Like so. All right, let's get this stuff out of the way. So we've got some windows, a door. More doors. More door. All right, let's see. And we can throw the coffee cup right here. And what if we added, could we add a waterfall? I think we can. Let's have a water feature. So first we will do, we'll connect these with just some brown elements. that. We'll use this. Okay, so there's a few snot bricks. There are a few of these I didn't notice. Let's see, is this going to work out? I might not actually have enough. What if instead we do this? There we go. Going to make a waterfall. I'm committed. Oh, sorry, I was off the camera right there. Okay, there's that. And I think we have space for one more of these. Just kind of gonna build a rocky terrain around here. There we go. Is that legal? That's legal. Cool. So we've got a waterfall. Can add some more just terrain to this for fun. Okay, and that can go, oh, that can go there. Don't know what that would accomplish, but it can go there. Maybe we'll save those for something else. I feel like now that I've gone this far, I have to use all of the pieces, and I'm probably going to run out of things to make. Let's do... What if we can add a large window to one side. What if we had a large window with a sitting area? Can we do that? Let's try. Let's try this. Yeah, I'm fresh out of ideas on this one. We can do this. We can just make a wide window. So that works. So we've got that, got some, I guess this is supposed to be cheese, I'm not sure. And, you know what, I'm going to replace these with this, because that seems to make more sense. It looks more like a picnic table. So there's that. I guess we've got a large seating area out here for everyone. And we can put some food in the kitchen. There's a lot of food in the kitchen. Cheese. And now I do feel like I've hit the bottom of the barrel as far as what I can do with the few limited pieces I have. I could expand the waterfall over there, but that doesn't really do much. Could try and make a couch. Let's make a couch. An ugly orange couch. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're doing. We're making an ugly orange couch. And yes, this one is not going to be able to be used by minifigures exactly because minifigures can't actually sit on this. I mean, they can, I guess. It's just not super secure. Oh, but wait. Maybe we can add stuff. Yes, okay, we'll do that. So let's add these here. Actually, I'm not sure how I want to approach this. We can do this. That works. So if we do that, it connects those. We can do another one over here. Although it might technically be illegal because one of these is actually extra. So technically you're not supposed to have one of these because it's extra. It goes over there. So instead, we will just shoehorn in one of these. Yeah, we'll do that. And this will be the last thing we build. I'm not going to try and stretch this out any further than I already have. Not that I'm trying to stretch it out, I'm just having a fun time here talking myself through the process. Maybe we just go ahead and throw it on this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just throw it on there and then I don't have to worry about everything else connecting. So yeah, let's do that. And now we have our couch. These people have impeccable taste in furniture with our orange granite countertops. It's probably linoleum actually. And our orange couch and blue house with a red trim. They do have a nice little garden though, so give them that. Oh look, I can make a tree. We'll make a tiny little pine tree right there. And maybe give them some firewood or something. Oh, maybe I could make a fireplace. That'll be the last, I lied, that'll be the last thing we make. Here is a whatever that I said that was. And so a fireplace. Oof. Okay. Got a couple pieces left, so let's do this. Nope. These ones. This makes more sense. Nope, let's do this. Oh, there are a lot more snot pieces than I thought. I really did not pay as much attention as I probably could have in the review. My apologies. But that still didn't change my opinion. I still don't think this is really all that great of an investment for anyone unless it's your first Lego set. And if your first exposure to Lego is at Ikea, then who are you and where have you been living? That's a rhetorical question. You don't have to answer that. So let's do this and this. And yeah, we can make this kind of a stone staggered structure there. That works. And these on the side here almost kind of give it the appearance of stone as well. The little snot bricks. And I took that orange piece out because it just didn't seem to really work. Alright, so we have a fireplace now. And a couch. And a bunch of other things. All right, so kind of a different video today. I hope some of you enjoyed it. It was kind of silly, but I had a fun time. So once again, you've been watching Board Games, Bricks, and Hobbies, and I hope to see you again in another video. Take care. Bye.